Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm meteorologist Brandon Lashbrook with you tonight on this Wednesday edition of FSU Weather. Campbell Stadium right now is seeing some cloudy conditions as we had some lingering clouds throughout the day and some storms roll through. 88 degrees is what the temperature is right now. But across the region, mild temperatures for the most part, around the 80s. Places Tallahassee, 81, Quincy, a little bit warmer by the coast, 88 in Apalachicola. And radar across the state, we have plenty of thunderstorm activity across Florida from that sea breeze convection moving toward the beaches. And zooming in closer to our area, we have some showers and storms kind of lingering with a couple moving through the I-10 corridor right now. But today on the show, we'll be talking about that weakening low trough over the Gulf of Mexico, which is going to bring some heavy rainfall into the Gulf Coast, as well as some of the extreme heat that we're expecting over in the southwest for next week. And we'll be looking at our rain chances for the rest of the week here in Florida. All that and more today on FSU Weather. And welcome back into this live shot of Campbell Stadium. Here, those clouds over the area, 88 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, and that south-southeast wind at now 9 miles an hour. Today, we see our temperatures rose up pretty steadily until the lunchtime hours, and then that rain kicked in. As you can see, that sharp decline to 79 degrees around 1 p.m. And they rose up a little bit as cloud cover kind of lessened a little bit throughout the day, and currently sitting at the 88 degrees as we have lost some of the rainfall from earlier this morning. But across the region, places that have seen some of the rain are experiencing some lower temperatures, like 79 in Crawfordville, 81 in Quincy, and a little bit warmer as going to Monticello, 90 and 87 in Valdosta. And the heat indices are reflective of that as well. I mean, 100 down in Apalachicola and 104 in Sumatra. Not sure how accurate Monticello is right now at 112, a little suspect, but 90 in Tallahassee as well. And temperature for today is 89 here in Tallahassee for our high today. Our average is 92, but thankfully we're below that 103 mark for our record. And our radar is currently seeing some of the storms kind of moving in off the coast, heading toward the northeast, moving to the I-10 corridor right now, just in time for that drive home from work. But some of the clouds are lingering in the area as well. And zooming out to across Florida, we see a lot more rainfall and storms as we head into southern Florida with a lot of lightning, moving west toward the beaches. And for tonight here in the Big Bend area, though, we're going to see temperatures decreasing down into the mid-70s, 75 in Tallahassee, a little bit warmer by the coast, 79 in St. Mark's, and 73 up there in Thomasville. And tomorrow morning for your drive to work and home from work, we'll see a slight chance of rain in the morning at 9 a.m. at 80 degrees, and that will increase rather steadily as you go into 3 p.m. toward your drive home, as we have a higher chance for rains for tomorrow, with temperatures reaching about the mid to upper 80s. And for the next 24 hours on the satellite radar, we can see storms kind of developing from the coast and kind of move up north from the coast, and as they move northward, kind of developing off of some of that sea breeze convection and forcing in the atmosphere. And for tomorrow, our temperatures will be kind of like they were pretty much today, with places more toward the west. You're going to be seeing some lower temperatures into 87 Carabel and 88 in Tallahassee, and a little bit warmer as you go toward the east, where they don't have as much rainfall rain covers for tomorrow, 91 over there in Madison. As we see for our 7-day for the next week, our storm chances will be increasing as we head into Thursday and to Friday, 70%, with temperatures in the 88 and 84 as well. As we head toward the next work week and from the weekend, temperatures are going to be quite steady into mid to upper 80s throughout the week, and kind of increase a little bit as we head into mid-week next week into Tuesday and Wednesday, with highs of reaching possibly 90 degrees. Lows are going to be pretty nice and mild into the mid to lower 70s. And I'll stay with you here for the southeast. Currently, we're seeing temperatures in the mid-80s across most places, lower 90s as you go a little more toward the east into Tampa, and a lot warmer as you go more toward the west, with 101 in Shreveport. And we also have pretty high moisture content as well in the atmosphere, with dew points into the low to mid to upper 70s across most of the region. 73 in Tampa, 75 Jacksonville, and as you go a little bit toward the north, well, we do have that front pushing in down toward the south, a little bit drier as in Nashville, 58, and Memphis, and 68 as well. And our heat indices are pretty reflective of our temperatures as well. Temperatures for heat indices 1 or 2 in Tampa, and definitely warmer as we have that heat ridge is still experiencing some extreme temperatures toward the west into Texas and in the Central Plains, with 112 in Shreveport and 102 in Little Rock. And here we see on the wind speeds, we do have that southerly flow bringing in a lot of that moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico. We do have that Bermuda high over in the Atlantic, kind of help some of that steering direction as well. And here on the water vapor, you can really see that even better with a lot of the storm activity centered mostly over the southeast right now, kicking in from that southerly flow. And here we see coming in from Tennessee into the Tennessee Valley, that cold front is kind of pushing in from the upper level trough. And here in the region, right now we're in between two upper level ridges, one over, like I mentioned, the Bermuda High, and the other one over and toward the west over the Rockies. So that's kind of wedging us into this kind of pattern where we have stormy conditions all the way from the southwest Gulf of Mexico all the way up to the north into the Carolinas as well. So that's providing some of that increased coverage for rain chances. And for the next 3 days, all that rainfall is going to be centered here in the southeast, with Florida seeing a lot of the rain as well as the Gulf Coast. So we'll be watching out for flooding concerns and flash flooding for places that have already seen so much rain in so little time. But for in the future, we'll be seeing rain chances kind of die off into overnight hours before tomorrow kicks in. Some of that daytime heating will kick in to increase convection and even more rain chances as we go over to the west, places like Louisiana and Mississippi as well. But for the overnight hours, we'll be seeing temperatures dip down into the mid-70s, lower 70s in some places, definitely up there by where that front is going to be pushing its way over. With 73 into below, 73 in Montgomery as well, and a little bit warmer as you go toward the south with 80 in Tampa. And for our spotlight city today, we'll be taking a look at Nashville, Tennessee. And the next week or next 3 days are going to be nice sunny conditions with temperatures in the lower 90s. And for tomorrow, it'll be kind of like the same thing as it was today for most of the region. Temperatures into the mid to upper 80s and lower 90s in some places. So let's kick over to Monique to talk about what's going on nationally.
Thank you, Brandon. So across the nation, we have a variety of different conditions and temperatures that we are seeing, and that is because of a couple of frontal boundaries that we have across the nation. Currently, it's quite cool in Seattle, 74 degrees and 71 in San Francisco, and there's actually a cold front right now hovering over the northwest, bringing them some relief. Now in the southeast, we are still a little bit warm, cloudy at 88 in Tallahassee and 77 in Atlanta. Now if we move forward to our heat indices values, we are still feeling quite warm in Memphis, 100 in Memphis, 105 in Dallas, 104 in San Antonio, and we're feeling slightly better in Atlanta with a feels like temperature at 78. Now right here we are seeing this frontal system that I mentioned. This cold front is really hovering over the northwest, bringing some lines of showers and storms ahead of that front, but we also have a very persistent front hovering over the southeast right now, and you can see right here in the Mississippi area there is a thunderstorm watch currently in place because of that frontal system. Now for our current dew points, we are quite moist in the southeast and the Midwest area. However, we are still quite dry over to the west coast. Now, as I mentioned, we have that cold front really hovering over this area right here. So we see those green colors really bringing them some moisture that they very much need. Now, if we look at the satellite and radar, this right here really shows where that frontal system is. We have those lines of showers and storms at the leading edge of that front and really bringing a lot of rain to the southeast, but we also have this low pressure disturbance that we are still monitoring that is bringing quite a bit of rain to the area as well. Now, if we zoom out and look at the northwest, we also have an active thunderstorm warning in the Billings, Montana area, and lots of lines of showers and storms as well in that area. Now, if we take it to the northeast, we also have a frontal boundary that we are monitoring in this area right here, and this is also where we're seeing those showers and storms. And as I mentioned, we have that low pressure disturbance still lingering off of the coast of the Gulf, and you can see this counterclockwise spin right now, and we are really seeing lots of rain, increased rainfall along the Houston and Texas coast over the next couple of days. Now, we have a couple of active warnings going on right now in the area across the nation. We have some excessive heat advisories in the Texas and Louisiana area, and we also have some advisories in the Utah area. You can see right here, they are in for an excessive heat warning, and also in the Montana area, they are in for severe thunderstorm watches. So we will keep an eye on those warnings and keep you updated as the show progresses. Now, in the southeast, we are not too We are not too dry. We're still pretty moist because of those systems that we're seeing pushing through the area, but we are still relatively dry on the west coast. Now today for our storm prediction outlook, we are in a low risk, a marginal risk across the southeast, with the exception being here over Mississippi and Alabama. They are in for a slight risk. So over the next few hours, you may see some increased rainfall and possible heavy winds. Now we could also possibly see some increased thunderstorm activity in this area right here in the plains, because we are also seeing that marginal risk for tomorrow. Now we will see quite a bit of inches of rain over the next few days in the southeast, and more or less the same in this area right here, but we will stay relatively dry in the northeast. Now as we head into tonight, our temperatures will cool down a bit. As that sun goes down, we will sit at 74 in Tallahassee, 77 in New Orleans, and it will be quite cool on the west coast. Now as we head until tomorrow, we will be at 88 in Tallahassee, nice and cloudy. We will also be cloudy in Atlanta at 83 degrees, and it will be nice and sunny in Miami at 90 degrees. Now, if we take a look at Florida, right now we have very, very beautiful views of Florida. It's looking a little dark right now in Panama City Beach at 85 degrees, but we're in the mid to low 90s across Florida, 94 in Orlando, and 93 in Tampa currently. Now, across the great state of Florida, we also have temperatures ranging from the low to high 80s to the low 90s. And we are seeing really cooler temperatures right here towards North Florida, where that cold front is really bringing that rain and cooling us off. Now, as I mentioned before, we are quite moist right now, and we are seeing dew points relatively close to our temperature values across our state. Now, if we take a look at our satellite and radar, we're seeing pop-up showers and storms off of the Gulf. And we have a couple of pop-up showers right here off of the Atlantic, but we are seeing pretty clear conditions until, I would say, until about tonight. Now, if we look at Miami, right now Miami is sitting at 90 degrees on Thursday, and they'll cool down slightly, reaching 89 with high storm chances on Saturday. Now for Tampa, Tampa will be very warm on Friday at 90 degrees with 60% chances of rain across until the weekend. In Orlando, if you're going to Disney, bring your umbrella, because you're going to see 60% chances of rain on Thursday and Saturday with temperatures in the low 90s. And for Jacksonville, will be a little cooler, 85 on Saturday with a 50% chance of rain. And for Pensacola, that's our cool spot by the coast. They are in the mid to low 80s. They will have a possible 80% chance of rain on Thursday and a 60% chance of rain on Saturday. Now, if we take it until tonight, we see that we have these cooler temperatures across Florida ranging from the mid 70s to high 80s. And for tomorrow, it will be more or less the same, and we'll sit at 88 in Tallahassee and 90 in Fort Myers. But now if I take it back home, closer to home for Brandon, for a look at our Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thank you, Monique. Yes, we still have cloudy conditions over Doak Campbell Stadium, some darker clouds rolling through as we have some showers and storms rolling toward the I-10 corridor. But right now we're seeing temperatures around the mid-80s locally. Here those showers are as they move northeastward, coming into the I-10 corridor, so bringing some rainy conditions on the drive home if you're possibly going on I-10 coming home from work. But for tomorrow, we'll see showers increase in covers tomorrow as well, as we do have some more sea breeze convection that's going to help kick off some storms tomorrow, as they will kind of like today move again from the coast up to the north, and we'll have a more increased chance of covers for most of the area. But for here tonight, here locally, 74 degrees will be our temperature with those partly cloudy skies, keeping the temperatures kind of mild and some nice humidity as well. And here they are across the region, mid-70s most of the area, a little bit warmer as you go down by the coast with 79 in St. Mark's and 79 also in Apalachicola. And for the next 7 days, we'll see tomorrow and Friday as well. Temperatures will be nice and cool around 88 and 84 as well, as we have more increased rain chances for Thursday and Friday, as well as most of the week, as we have some good grounds for convection throughout sea breeze convection for most of the week. But if you like us, you can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU weather, as well as on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather. And don't forget to like and subscribe to us here on YouTube at FSU weather, and also on Instagram, give us a like and a follow at FSU weather. But now one last look at your 7-day forecast for the next week and into the weekend and then next work week. Temperatures will be quite mild. We have a nice low to mid 80s on Saturday and Sunday, and to possibly low 90s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Low temperatures will be in the mid to low 70s. I'm meteorologist Brandon Lashbrook. Hope you have a great evening.